Hello, ESL students studying Crossroads Cafe. Today we're going to read a summary of Unit 16, Episode 16, The Bottom Line. It's lunchtime on a snowy winter day. The employees at Crossroads Cafe are unhappy. The stove is not working, and there are very few customers. Mr. Brashov is very worried about the stove, and he is angry too. Jamal tries to fix the stove, but it is very old and needs a new part. Mr. Brashov says, "Maybe I need a new handyman." Jamal's feelings are very hurt. Jess comes to the cafe. He usually comes in every day, but yesterday he didn't come. Jess joined a group at the Senior Citizens Center. Now he plays chess there every morning. Jess knows about the trouble with the stove. He tells Mr. Brashov to buy a new one. Mr. Brashov has a meeting tomorrow at a bank. He is going to apply for a loan to buy a new stove. Jess gives him advice about how to talk to the banker. The next day, Mr. Brashov goes to the bank. He follows Jess's advice, but it doesn't help. Mr. Littleton, the banker, thinks Mr. Brashov's expenses are too high. He will not approve a loan unless Mr. Brashov cuts his daily costs. One way to do this is to lay off some employees. Mr. Brashov needs to make more money if he wants a loan. Later at the cafe, the employees want to know what happened at the bank. Mr. Brashov tells them they discuss ways to get more customers so Mr. Brashov can make more money. Henry offers to make flyers for a lunch special. He will put them around the neighborhood. The next day, Crossroads Cafe has many customers. Mr. Brashov thanks Henry, but Henry didn't deliver any flyers. He overslept. Jess brought his group from the Senior Citizens Center to the cafe for their morning coffee break. Mr. Littleton from the bank enters the cafe. At first, he is happy to see so many customers. Then he notices something. People are not eating. They are talking, reading the newspaper, playing cards, and sleeping. This is not the way to make more money. He tells Mr. Brashov to make changes fast. Jess is in Mr. Brashov's office. Mr. Brashov is very sad. He is worried about the cafe and about the bank loan. Mr. Brashov tells Jess, "The banker thinks I am a fool. He will never give me a loan." Nobody can find Jamal. Mr. Brashov was angry with Jamal because he couldn't fix the stove. Now Jamal hasn't come to work for 2 days. The employees wonder, is Jamal sick? Is he looking for a new job? Jess has another idea for a way to help Mr. Brashov. His seniors group will have lunch and play bingo at Crossroads Cafe on Thursday. This time, everybody will order food. When Mr. Littleton makes another surprise visit to the Crossroads Cafe, he is happy to see so many customers eating. Maybe he will give Mr. Brashov a loan to buy a new stove. Then Jamal comes to work. He is very dirty, but he is happy. He went to every junkyard in town, and he finally found the part to fix the stove. Mr. Brashov won't need a loan from the bank after all. If you're working with Crossroads Cafe and you need help, contact your teacher via email, messenger, phone call, or text. See you later.